Assalamu alaikum. It's good to be in London and in LAFZ office. This is my special analysis for LAFZ, and the topic has to be the upcoming elections and how Pakistan's political landscape is shaping up. Lots of questions being asked. The primary question being whether Pakistan will be able to see another election at the end of the term of this government. I think 6 more months to go. The questions are being asked because, number one, the government has not announced yet, as we speak, any interim setup. There are no serious proposals in the offing of people who will form the interim government at the centre and in the provinces. There's no debate even. When will these elections be taking place? The government is kind of pussyfooting on that, hedging its bets. Then there's a lot of extreme violence that you would find in Karachi and also in other parts of Pakistan. The economy itself is kind of teetering as far as the official economy is concerned. The unofficial economy, of course, has sustained this country for more than 1 decade almost. All these things come together and they form a big question mark over whether the elections will take place. I think for now the election rhythm may be slow. But we're still moving towards elections. I think the recent recent elections on the vacated seats for the provincial and the National Assembly did add more vigor and created that kind of a rhythm. If these elections had not taken place, the run-up to the national elections would have been a little hollow. But now everybody is in the process of effecting some sort of election posture. The political parties are planning their out of drawing room activity. Big jalsas are being planned, with the election commission reforming itself, trying to figure out ways to somehow create an environment for election. I think the rhythm is pretty okay, but two things may intervene if elections were to be held back. One is an unforeseen extreme emergency, God forbid some sort of a terrorist activity, some sort of a sectarian violence of a scale that is unheard of in Pakistan. That's one. The other is that something happens to the economy and it just nosedives and crashes. I think in those two scenarios elections may be held back. The third could be law and order being not so spectacularly bad with regard to one event, but all across Pakistan vitiates the environment so much that political parties are forced to thinking that elections being held on time may not be viable for them. Now, what will be the modus operandi in this case, I do not know, but it would require, postponement would require some sort of a political consensus, and if that political consensus is not there, I think elections will be held. Many people ask me whether I rule out the possibility completely of a military takeover, much as I would love to believe that that is an option off the table, as somebody who pays his taxes and is a voter to boot, like millions of other Pakistanis, though one could still claim that more Pakistanis should be paying taxes. But really that's not an option that is off the table. One, because Pakistan has a whole history of military intervening. Two, if there is a crisis of the state, debilitating economic situation, bad law and order situation, violence gripping the country, an outside environment again becoming very challenging, and inside there is no consensus, I think I would not rule that out. I would also keep a very keen eye on what's happening between the judiciary and the government, and the judiciary and the army and the government. This is the triangle of power struggle in Pakistan. So these are the qualifying factors. Except for these three qualifying factors, I think the rhythm for the election, slow and snail-paced as it may be, still moving afoot, and hopefully in the coming weeks and months we will see it gather pace. Thank you very much.